No, he hasn't won one in either league. Go.
Yo, what's going on? Welcome back. Hope everyone had a great weekend. Got another slate of college or NFL football games to talk about. Sorry, we just got done doing our college one. Check that one out too. But we got the same guys again, Michael, Andrew, Brett. How's everyone doing?
Not
Doing,
good.
doing great, man.
Great.
Great weekend. I know me, Alina, and Brett, I'm not really a baseball fan, but if I were to pick a team to cheer for, I always cheered for the Sox. Alina and Brett are actually Sox fans, so big win.
Get it?
That's
Big
good.
time.
All right, so we'll get into our week 3 results and talk about bullshit backdoors and unfortunate losses. But first, I'm just going to bring up our sponsor again real quick. I mentioned on our college podcast, I had a bender of a weekend going from college football to UFC to NFL football, just straight
Just
I don't
drinking.
know. Had to be probably
Swear.
14 consecutive hours of drinking with a little bit of sleep in between.
I was gonna say, what you sleep drink?
I
Yeah,
probably just woke up with a nice little pregame buzz to start the NFL game.
he had one beer every 4 hours, so.
Woke up and gunned one and kept it going. I like it.
Come on, bro. Thank you. You know I drink more than that. I'm a big guy. Got to drink a lot of beers to get there. But
I respect it.
the only reason I did that was to avoid
This
the
is
hangover
true.
stage. But if you are not as fortunate as me and the hangover hits you right before the NFL games get going, might want to check out SaveOurLivers.com. They have great kits that have anything you might need after a really bad hangover to get you going for the next day. They also have a Victory Lap kit on there. Any purchases of the Victory Lap kit also supports our podcast and our content. So give it a check out, see what you like, see what might work for you. So we got week 3 results in front of us. Mike, as we mentioned, Michael had a great week 3, won the week. So right now, Michael, Alina, and Brett have all won 1 week each in terms of the unit plus units. So we'll start with Alina, who had an unfortunate week, losing both his do or dies, 5-burger and a 7-burger, but still went 3-3 on the week itself. So just unfortunate.
Just pick the wrong ones to
just
die
unfortunate unit placements. If those units go on different games, it could have been a 7 or 8 profit. But anyway, 3-3, 0-2 on the do or dies. So right now, overall in the NFL season, Alina sits minus 7.6 units.
That's not bad.
Overall record of 9-7, but 1-3 on the do or dies. So currently on that losing streak. Michael brought up a funny additional punishment we'll get into in a second after we go over all the results. So Alina's on the two do or die losing streak.
Bullshit.
Me and Brett both had a pretty average week 3. Brett went 4-3 overall with 1-1 on do or die plays, minus half a unit, so pretty stagnant week there. Same for me. I went 4-3 as well, 1-1 on my do or die plays.
Are you guys on losing streaks or no?
I'll get to that in a sec. I gained half a unit, but for the season, Brett's still overwhelming leader above Alina and I, right next to Michael. So Brett's sitting right now plus 6.4 units on the NFL season with a 12-8 record and the best do or die record in winning percentage at 3-1. And then I'm sitting just in the hole at minus 0.7 units, 11-9 overall record, and an even 2-2 do or die record. I don't have a do or die losing streak because my second do or die last week was the Packers plus 3.5. So that reset mine. Brett, who are your 2 do or dies?
Tampa minus 6.5 or 7
And the
against
Chargers.
Broncos.
Oh yeah, that's a good point.
And the Chargers.
So yeah, since both of Brett's do or die games happen at the same time, we agreed that if one of them win, we get the benefit of the doubt and it resets our do or die losing streak. So Brett's back to 0 as well because the Chargers and the who was the other team?
Wait, I thought we were doing it whichever one finished first, and that he would have been good either way. Or did we? Never. It doesn't even matter.
Right.
The Bucks finished second either way. Yeah.
Right. And we mentioned that's going to be something to keep in mind strategically. So like if you're on a 1 losing streak and you have both, like maybe just play games that are at the same time. But we'll get in that when we get to our cards. So
wait. Am I in first place? You said
you're in first place. I said like you and Brad at the top. So then Michael had a great Michael had an okay week 3 as well. He beat me out for winning the week by like 0.15 units. Very unfortunate for me. But Michael finished the week plus 0.65 units. He went 2-3 overall and 1-1 on his do or dies. He had the Chiefs money line plus 155, which edged him out to take the victory this week and put him positive for the week as well. So Michael overall in the season is sitting plus 7.11 units with an overall record of 9-8 and 2-2 on the do or dies. So he's doing really well on placing units on certain games to keep him positive there. And so, Alina's on a 2 do or die losing streak. And same thing with Michael. Michael's second do or die hit. So he's no losing streak for Michael. So what do you guys think? Any comments on the week 3 games? Anything that pissed you off or that you really enjoyed?
Yeah, I got a few comments. So Alina went week 1 horrible, then week 2 crazy good, then week 3 pretty bad again. So I don't know. We're either gonna see like the first challenge punishment, or Alina, will probably bounce back and have a phenomenal week like he did week 2, but I don't really think there's any in between. I think he either gets a punishment or does really, really well. I should have had a phenomenal week. My other do or die was the fucking Falcons -3, and Dan Quinn having a job still is mind blowing. Like, how the fuck does that dude go back-to-back weeks and lose like that and still have a fucking job when he should have been fired last year and almost got fired? Honestly, you're 0-3. Then they have to go to Lambeau this weekend. I know there's no fans, but Aaron Rodgers looks as good as ever. You fucking think the Falcons are going to beat them after that? Like, it's just fucking absurd that this dude has a fucking job still. And if the Falcons cover the -3, which easily should have covered, I'm sitting here with like a plus over 7 unit week. The fuck are we doing, Dan Quinn? This is bullshit, honestly.
Wait, how much do you throw? You had 4 units on that?
I had 3, so it's a 6.6 6.3 turnaround.
That's crazy. So the winner of this week had 0.6 units positive.
0.65, yeah, that was Michael, and then I was half positive, so he got me.
Sick.
That's crazy.
That's what I'm saying.
Like, you could have had one game on your.
And I had 2 dogs. I had the Packers money line on Sunday night and the Chiefs money line on Monday night. I'm seeing the board well. You know what? Sunday came around and I was like, you know what? I don't really trust the Falcons that much. I just don't. I don't know why. And then when they were winning, I was like, why the fuck didn't I trust them and actually bet a 3-unit play? I bet them as if it was like a half a unit play. And the fucking, it worked out well though. But in my personal life, I bet the Chiefs and the Packers as like a 5-unit play. So that worked out well for me, I guess. Doesn't work out well for my fucking card. But Dan Quinn should be fired. This is fucking bullshit.
Yeah, unspeakable collapses back-to-back weeks. Doesn't really do you too well in the NFL. So we'll see what happens with that. This could be a dagger game, or it could be one of those games where you're like, how the fuck did the Falcons beat the Packers? But it could be a dagger where they lose by like 21. It's like, okay, this guy is fucking out of here.
Yeah. What about you, Brett? Any comments on week 3 games?
The only team I have a personal vendetta with right now is the Titans. I keep fucking betting on their spreads, and they keep winning, but not covering 2 points, 2.5 points. So, fuck me. I don't know. I'm done with the Titans. That's all I got to say. I'm not mentioning their name ever again.
Fuck the Cardinals and the Chargers for not somehow pulling those games out though. Like that fucked me royally on my card. You got to win those games. The Panthers could end with like 4 fucking wins, I think. And I mean, on paper, if you look on the paper and you're like, who won this game? You think, I mean, without the turnovers, obviously, you're like, Chargers outplayed the shit out of them, which they did. But in the key situations, shit went wrong. We already talked about it, but it was just like, that was such a coverable game for them, and it just ended up not going their way. Fucked me there. And then
Absolutely.
the Cardinals were fucking playing footsie with the Lions.
It's kind of the same thing, though. I mean, Kyler turned it over too many times for the
Cardinals. I mean, they were. That one was more like, okay, the Lions maybe deserved to win it, but I mean, the Chargers probably deserved to win that game. Like,
that's true.
For how many times?
That's the story of our life.
To hold them to field goals that many times, it's like you gave yourself a chance.
There was a huge offsides on a field goal attempt by Jerry Tillery that gave them basically a free touchdown.
Yeah,
it resulted in an automatic first down. That one was killer. There's penalties and fumbles.
Notre Dame
Herbert threw one pick, but
Notre Dame education, I guess. But be fine. So we had this discussion on our college show right before it. Who is a worse 3-0 team, the Bears or the Steelers?
The Bears.
Thank you.
Easily.
Thank you.
So to be clear, I never said that the Bears were better, but it's
you said the Steelers are the worst 0-3.
But no. Okay,
here's what we said verbatim.
Okay. Let me
verbatim.
Okay, I will be honest. I promise. Okay, so you guys said the Bears have to be one of the worst 3-0 teams I've ever seen
of all time. I said that.
Of all time, and I said
no.
I said whoa, like
league right now.
I said, what about the Steelers?
That's not what
you said. You said they're not even
3-0 team right now. And
I
said 2, and you said the Steelers. It's like, what?
Okay, I did say that. That was actually how I mentioned it. But then I said, it's definitely close though. It's definitely not I think they both have similar woes in their game for sure.
I think Big Dick Nick definitely narrows that gap a little bit because
absolutely
fucking dude. Okay, the fact that Nick Foles wasn't starting from game 1. We talked about this too, and I think we all came to an agreement. They couldn't start Nick Foles because if they did, Mitch Trubisky's just done. They can't bring him in the middle of the year. They can't do anything. He's absolutely done.
Yeah.
Nick Foles.
So we can all agree then he's a weak-minded quarterback. Mitch.
Yes, he is.
Okay.
Sure.
Well, then what else? How could you not say that?
That's 100%.
I said yeah, sure, probably.
He's weak-minded. He works hard, yes, but he's a weak-minded quarterback, 100%. But also, Nick Foles, you can say, hey, sit on the bench for a few weeks, and he's completely okay with that.
He'll just wheelbarrow his dick around the stadium, work out a little bit.
And now everyone's calling him, Dick Foles, Big Dick Nick, and we've been saying Dick Carr, Dick Prescott, Dick Rogers. We've been saying everyone.
Dick Breeze,
since the fucking season starts, and
Dick
now Big Dick Nick comes in. But another thing is that
Dick Allen. Dick Allen's a good one.
Dick Allen's a great one, and he makes a lot of weird plays too. So Dick Allen kind of fits him. If you idiots don't know who we're talking about Josh Allen. But we also can agree, I think, that you had to give Mitch the starting job because you put so much into him. And you just have to give him one last chance. Just
1 year is not enough, especially when they were. What was their record?
Last year they were what?
12-4.
Last year they went 8-8.
Or the year before.
Okay, so 2. Did he start all of the first?
Well, he got hurt.
So he came in halfway through the 2017 season.
Okay, so he's been playing
toward the end of the 2017.
It's damn near now a little over 2 years because he was hurt sometime last year that he played majority of the games.
Mm-hmm.
But you invested so much into him. I just feel like you couldn't just throw it out the door. People forget when you're paying a second overall, third overall pick, whatever he was, you also got everyone in your ear chirping about Patty Mahomes and Deshaun Watson. You want to give Mitch another chance to prove that he's that guy, even just the guy to maintain. But I don't know, man. It's evident he cannot start anymore.
Right.
It's
over. Mean, from a Bears fan, it's tough because I even still now, even after Nick Foles has come in and did what he did, I still think Mitch has a spot in the NFL somewhere. I know
for the Jets.
I know
as a backup.
Like, I'm not saying whether it's a starter, but, like, he'll definitely be, like, a great asset. And he'll still be an asset for, like, the Bears. Like if Nick is going off and he re-injures himself, like, week 10 or 11, like, Mitch needs to, like, stay as strong as he can mentally for, oh, my God.
He needs to lift some brain weights. That's what he needs to do.
Sure, whatever. He can, if he just needs to do whatever he can to just, like, stay, like, focused and stay a team player. But
watch a ton of porn, just
sure, whatever.
Stay sharp.
Go drive his old car that got him drafted number 2 overall.
Hell yeah.
Exactly. Get back to the basics.
Yeah.
But speaking of the Bears, I think that's a great segue into talking about some of our highlight games. We got 5 to talk about today. We were going to have 6, but we decided not to talk about the Titans or the Vikings matchups, considering the news that came out. We're recording this Tuesday, September 29th, so both teams are like kind of quarantining, not showing up to their facilities right now, trying to get all their tests figured out so they could possibly play Sunday or Monday this week. So
and they're protesting the election, right? Or what was the reason?
Yeah, that's what they're doing.
What?
No, they had fucking COVID.
Oh, okay.
I thought you like saw the Twitter thing. I was like, what the fuck? All right. So anyway, we got 5 games to talk about, and then we'll get to our cards. Alina, you're a fucking clown.
What in the world?
First game, Indianapolis Colts coming off a dominating win against the Jets, going to Soldier Field, taking on my Bears and Nick Foles. The Bears at home are right now a 2.5-point underdog. So Bears plus 2.5, Colts minus 2.5, over under 45. What are we thinking, boys?
All right. I think this is going to be a good football game. The Colts defense is really fucking good. I don't think they've really played anyone, but I mean, a lot of teams.
The Jags.
Yeah, they played the Jags, but a lot of teams can play, no one and still let up a lot. Like they lead the league, I think, in passing defense and rushing defense. They're either 1 and 2 or 1 and 2 in both. So, but I just think it's like the Bears. So this is what's going to happen, in my opinion. The Bears are either going to like win by 10 or more, or like their luck of winning and coming back is just going to run out. And I think it's going to run out.
Has Dick Rivers been playing well or no?
Weeks 2 and 3.
Okay.
Dick Rivers didn't play terrible week 1, but he didn't play like great. I think he's finding his groove now, though. I think Frank Wright and him are kind of feeling each other out and getting ready. I like the fucking Colts, dude. I hate the Colts. Like if we're not talking of gambling and stuff, I can't stand the Colts. But I think they go into Soldier Field in that hectic Lori Lightfoot 0-fan stadium and beat the shit out of them.
Oh my god!
I'm so usually on your side here with that. Like I don't hate the Colts, but I don't even hate the Bears, but I think so little of them. So I would always go Colts here, but I think the Colts are a little bit fraudulent with the. I think a big reason. I mean, maybe you can credit to the defense, but I think Kirk Cousins just shit the sheets in the one game where you could like really judge them, because they lost to the Jags by 27-20, and then they beat the stud Jets, so it's tough to judge there. I think the Bears laying points here or getting points here is a little disrespectful. I'm not gonna lie. I think it's a little disrespectful, especially when you got old man Rivers, Dick Rivers, trying to lead the team in with, they're gonna. I mean, the Colts do have a good offensive line. I just talked myself out of that. I was gonna say the Bears are gonna get pressure, but you got Quentin Nelson just making pancakes like it's early morning. I don't like this at all. I think it's gonna come down to like the final possession, whether it's a fucking comeback or just like a 3-point game. I think the under's a little more likely to hit than anything else. That's my take on it, but I think this is going to be a really close one.
All right, Brad, what you got? Colts, you like 2.5?
I think it's like a 3.
The Colts line?
17.
Okay.
14.
I wasn't sure what your actual pick was for.
Yeah, 17-14 Colts.
Sorry, Brett. My bad.
No, you're good. I've watched Phil play against the Bears in person and multiple times on TV, and they play them. He usually makes some mistakes against them. I think he's going to turn the ball over a couple of times. I can't believe I'm saying this because he's been on my team for a long time, but I'm actually going to go with the Bears here. I think Nick Foles coming in is going to light a little bit of a fire. Yeah, I think Nick Foles will be able to handle the Colts, so I'm definitely going to go with the Bears here plus 2.5. But I like the over more than the line itself.
Yeah, 45 points. That's not a bad overplay. So Alina kind of threw out a fuck there. Do we want to go back to and give a chance to redeem?
God, I don't know how I was just talking. We were all just talking about fucking Nick too.
Yeah, and then you just fucking forget that Big Dick Nick's
That is a
damn it.
very big factor.
That was literally our entire discussion.
Yeah, I was just thinking like struggles for the Bears on offense. So
yeah, and it's all been Bitchel Trubisky.
Yeah.
It doesn't sound like this game is going to be on your card.
Wait, is it 2.5 or 3.5?
It's 2.5.
2.5. I'll go Colts.
Inside football number.
Yeah, fuck it.
All right. Well, I think the
Colts fire us up, Coach. Fire us up.
The Colts have not faced one single good rushing defense, and a lot of their offensive help comes from the support of the run game, like working their way down the field. And the Bears, like the weakest part of the Bears defense so far has been like 10, 12-yard routes up the middle. Like, I don't know what's going on with Trevathan and Roquan Smith, but like they like need to figure out their communication and their pickups on pass plays. But I think the defensive line looks so good right now. Like they've taken some bad like roughing or unnecessary roughness calls that kind of fucked them a little bit. But I think if this defense could get like one turnover in the first half, because I think every turnover they've had the first 3 weeks, except for one, has been in the second half of all 3 games. So if they could get like one first half turnover to just like get that momentum going like earlier and not in the second half, that'd be stellar. And like I think Nick Foles, like no one, like the point that he has 2 like really solid tight ends again, like he did in Philly, they didn't really use that at all with Cole Kmet. It was just pretty much Jimmy Graham eating up the Falcons defense, like the whole second half, like Jimmy Graham. But I think the Bears went outright. Like obviously it's a super biased pick and I'm riding the Bears like all these comebacks. It's really fun to watch them, but
Coach.
The Bears money line right now for being a home underdog is plus 115. I think that's pretty interesting for how they've been playing second half football. But yeah, plus 2.5. Like I love plus 2.5. Give me those points.
Coach, you thinking money line?
We'll see.
Coach over here in the red.
Yeah.
Would you agree though, if they get down in this game like they have been, they won't come back on the Colts?
I would say it will be harder because this is going to be the best defense they've played so far this year.
And like I feel like the Colts like they humor themselves on running the ball well with their offensive line.
Yeah,
sure.
Sure.
But that's the thing. Like it's going to be a clash of a great offensive line, a clash of a great defensive line. But if you remember last year when it was there was like a game, I can't remember who it was, but it was like kind of the same thing. And I don't remember. I want to say, was it the Saints maybe that kind of ran all over him? But maybe there were some injuries. But it was at Soldier Field too. So
Okay.
that was late in the year.
I agree that will be a great matchup, offensive line versus defensive line. But looking at like just each team's quarterbacks and receiving, like you got to give the edge to the Bears in this matchup, in my opinion. Like I think Philip Rivers like has been playing well. Probably like you can't say Nick Foles is better than Philip Rivers, obviously, because Nick Foles only played one half this season. But like T.Y. Hilton like has looked so I like T.Y. Hilton, and that's coming from a Bears fan, but he has not been good at all.
He has not been looking like himself.
And Allen Robinson went the fuck off like in week 3. Like Allen Robinson is loving this Nick Foles connection. Like he's probably been praying for this to happen all season. And now Allen Robinson is going to go off the next couple of weeks and get a huge extension. That's like just my prediction as a Bears fan. Like he's so overdue to get this extension. But anyway, I'm sorry I kind of rambled on, but that's my team. Let's move on to the
we want
next
to hear
game.
that.
Let's get on to the next game before I go off on another Bears topic. We got the next game we'll talk about is the Patriots going into the Chiefs, and the Chiefs right now are -7, and the over/under is 53.5.
Wow.
This is, I think, like, don't. I mean, after watching Monday night, you understand why the Chiefs are -7. But for me, I think each week the Patriots defense is going to get a lot better. I think like they're playing a lot of guys who aren't used to playing, so I think they're going to get a lot better. But dude, watching that Monday night game with Patrick Mahomes, it's like that kid is so unreal. I mean, so unreal. I don't know if I could go. I don't know if I could ever bet against him. It'd be one, like, I probably will stay away because like this is such a tough line because the Pats are getting 7. I think Cam Newton plays way better than he did against the Raiders. That's for sure. But I don't like this game at all. I think the Chiefs win. I just don't know the score.
I can see the Patriots winning this game, honestly. It's like a
Letdown?
yeah, a little bit of letdown, but not I like the Pats +7 here. I really do. I think it's gonna be 4 to 6 point game. I can see the Pats winning, could see it like Chiefs winning by 3 or 4. I think Belichick is a different beast than the Ravens could be defensively. I know they have everybody out with COVID and shit, but just the game plan in general. Also, as far as looking back the previous week with the Chargers and the Chiefs, similar threats with Herbert and Cam, I guess, like running abilities. Not as, I guess Herbert's not as a big of a runner, but he's a little bit more mobile than the average quarterback. But I know that doesn't even make sense when they just play Lamar Jackson. But I think the defenses are the difference there. Like the Chargers have a better defense than the Ravens. Same with the Patriots. So I think the defense steps up a little bit more here and keeps it within 7, but probably not going to be on my board, though, to be honest.
All right, what about you, Brett?
Yeah, I'm really comfortable with the +7 line because I do believe, like, I don't know if the Patriots win this game, but laying 7 points against Bill Belichick, I'm comfortable with taking it because, I mean, they just played against, what was it?
Seattle.
Well, they just played against 2 mobile quarterbacks, essentially, like Alana said, and Bill Belichick pretty much gets to sit back and prepare and see how they played against the mobile quarterback. So once again,
the blueprint's right there, right?
Yeah, he knows how the Chiefs defense is going to prepare for a guy like Cam. So for me personally, I truly don't believe the Patriots win this game, but I'm just really comfortable with the touchdown +7 for them to at least cover and keep this game somewhat close. So I'm going with the Patriots +7.
Yeah, I agree. I agree with like most of what you said. I think that both these teams have played like good teams to get ready for this matchup. Like it's not like what we were just talking about, like the Colts who they played and the Bears who they played. Like who knows what's going to happen just because some of the teams they played are just like kind of iffy on both sides of the ball. But both these teams are like super. Like I think they're both like. They're like week 5, week 6 prepared through the season, just like from the hard matchups they've had, where some teams are still like stuck in week 2, week 3 prep, like trying to figure out what their strong suits are.
Yeah.
Especially like that's high praise for Cam Newton because he's in a new offense and coming off an injury like he had. I really like the over here, 53.5. I think both these teams are really solid. But like last week, or Monday Night Football, I think the Ravens offense shot themselves way harder in the foot than the Chiefs like secondary did. Like I thought the Chiefs defensive line was really good, but the passing was open for Lamar to hit a bunch of passes and some just got dropped. Like honestly, like Hollywood Brown had like 3 or 4 drop passes. Mark Andrews had 2 or 3 drop passes. Like definitely like missed opportunities that the Chiefs just got lucky kind of with. So I definitely could see like Edelman breaking away like with a couple like maybe one or two touchdowns on plays like those possibly. Um, and I do think that the Patriots O line is better than the Chiefs O line or the Ravens O line for sure. So we'll have to see what kind of time Cam gets, but I do like the over and Cam's ability, like both quarterbacks' ability to scramble is going to be super huge. Like if there is any pressure like that. So what's up?
Yeah, I think that having the like you said, I guess I'm not too like Brett said, I'm not too confident the Patriots will win this, but I think it'll come down to that who's going to get the ball last. Like I think the Patriots like it could be a situation where the Chiefs are up maybe for like 11, and then the Patriots get the ball back driving down to like try to cover it, like one of those things.
Sure.
It could be like one of those because I mean the Chiefs -7 is probably like for a normal team it's probably like Chiefs -3. Like they're such an explosive team, like they can put up the points to cover that in a fucking split second. So
Right.
it's just different when you're playing Bill Belichick and the Patriots. So that's why it's just easier to take the Patriots than it is the Chiefs when we just saw them go to overtime with the Chargers. So
I will say one bet on this game that we just don't talk about because we usually just talk about the game spread and the game over under. But right now, like I would love to take the Chiefs first half -3.5. The Patriots kind of like slower on offense 2 of their 3 weeks, like against the Dolphins and against the Raiders this past week. Whereas like you look at the Chiefs and they're like at least semi-explosive or very explosive in the first half. Like Monday Night Football, they put up 27 points in the first half against the Ravens, and they got to I think it was like just over a touchdown or so against the Texans in Week 1, going into halftime. And then obviously the Chargers game was a lot closer, but they just didn't play well in that game. But I would like the Chiefs -3.5 for the first half. Like I would like that line for sure. And then the money line for that game, also like giving Bill Belichick +250 on the money line is like kind of tasty.
Chiefs scored 17 against the Texans Week 1. So they've been putting up numbers first half.
Yeah. Like, would you guys ever like venture to take like?
I like that +3.5, or -3.5.
Would you ever think about doing like the +250 at all?
Yeah. I mean, it's not a bad sprinkle. Confidence may not be fully there, but
just like a fun kind of play.
Yeah, and also with the confidence not really being there, maybe let the Chiefs go up maybe like 7 to 10 points and then sprinkle it, give yourselves a little bit better odds for the Pats to make some comeback.
Because it would probably get up to like 400-ish.
Yeah. So give yourself a little bit.
All right, cool. Better. So the next game we got to talk about is the Bills and the Raiders. Bills are 3-0. Raiders are 2-1. Great matchup. Bills are going to Las Vegas, and the Raiders, just like the Bears, are home underdogs for this matchup. They're sitting at +3, and the over/under is 52.5.
Boys, are the Raiders getting disrespected?
This is Alina's team, in case anybody's new to the show.
Here's the thing.
But
go ahead.
Last week, you did what you said you were gonna do. You were gonna bet. You said if I'm gonna take the other team, the Raiders normally win. Blah blah blah.
Yeah.
But I'm sure. I mean, you got at least won money because you took the other team. But go on.
So the Bills. Who do they play after
They played the Rams.
They play the Titans,
the Dolphins, and the Jets.
Yeah.
Yep.
So it's like, my question is, how good is that Rams defense? Because
they allowed, obviously, 32 points to the Rams. They
35,
played.
yeah.
They played the Cowboys.
And they
Week 1?
lost 17.
They beat the Cowboys week 1.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They lost 17 to the Cowboys, 19 to the Eagles, and 35 to the Bills.
35, yeah.
So my question is, are the Raiders going to be able to contain these guys? I think they're a much more sound football team than the Saints are. And I think the Bills and the Patriots are, though they don't have the most similar gameplay with the different style quarterbacks, but I think they're built very similarly as far as the just efficient on offense for the most part. And they got – I mean, the defense played amazing in the first half. I honestly don't know how the fuck that unraveled so much. I wasn't watching it the whole time, but I was like, what the fuck? All of a sudden it's 32-28 after – was it 28-3 at half, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so, I mean, this could get out of control quick if the Raiders aren't doing what they got to do on offense. And I think the key is going to come down to if Josh Jacobs can run the ball. That opens up everything for the Raiders, obviously. I mean, him being able to run the ball gets the linebackers focused on the run, which opens up Waller, which opens up – I mean, it literally just is a fucking domino effect, and Waller being such a big key factor here. I'm not sure at this point in time if the receivers are going to be healthy again. They had like 3 outside wide receivers hurt against the Patriots, including Ruggs was a little banged up. So if those guys are back healthy, I think that makes a big difference. But I think I don't know if I should continue the trend of the reverse psychology and take the Bills here, or it's 2.5. You said, right?
Continue the trend that doesn't work.
It's 3 points straight.
Well, no, I was like, I didn't take them against – like I didn't say they were going to win against the Saints or the Panthers, and they won.
Okay. So who do you like then?
Well, I mean, I really think the Raiders can win, but I might just pick the Bills just to –
Bills Mafia?
Yeah, just to hopefully reverse fuck myself and have my pick be wrong and give the Raiders the win.
Right.
So I'll go Bills.
I think the Raiders win this football game. I think the Bills are good, but each game they've played, they've let the team kind of come back, which is wild. I don't think the Bills are going to be blowing them out like the Bills have been doing.
The Bills have like the smallest margin of victory of any teams, maybe other than the Titans.
Yeah, but they're up by like double digits in each of the games. But I think the Raiders fucking win this football game. I don't think they lose at the new stadium for their first 2 games. I think they win. I think after getting embarrassed by the Patriots, John Gruden has the boys fired up. I think if Ruggs plays, that helps a lot. Like you said, they were missing receivers. I think not easily. I think the Raiders win this football game, though. I think it's going to be another one of those things where it's like, okay, the Raiders are in this game, in this game, in this game. Oh, fuck, are they going to win this football game? Yes, the Raiders are going to win this football game.
I mean, they have the exact recipe to do it with a West Coast style offense and a damn good line and a good running back. I mean, it's really tough to defend that because you have to focus so heavily on obviously the run where guys like capable of 100 yards every single week, and then you got the quick dink and dunks with like the Hunter Renfros, the speedy guys and Ruggs, and like a huge fucking tight end that can break any fucking tackle and Waller. So I mean, it fits the perfect mold for what you want to do. It's just, can they fucking do it, I guess. And we think yes.
So what do you like? Or did you say?
I said the Bills, but it's a double reverse psychology play.
Sure.
I said the Raiders.
Would you do you prefer the
money line
play at plus 130, or do you like the 3 points?
Money line.
Okay.
Brett?
Wait, it's 3 or 2.5?
It's 3 points.
Oh, it's 3. Okay.
And what about you, Brett?
So this matchup for me is really funny and interesting because these are 2 teams that kept it really. They played like opposites. Like the Bills, not opposites. They played similar. They played really well in the first half. So the Bills went up 28-3, and the Raiders kept it really close with the Patriots. Where I was big on the Patriots, so I was sweating that one. And in the second half, they kind of took a shit. The Bills still ended up winning, but they blew a 28-3 lead in the second half. So they didn't play particularly well. So this matchup for me is really interesting to to look at. But I'm really comfortable with the -3 because I think there's going to be another close game. I think if the Bills win, it'll be by a field goal or like 3 to 7 points, like one score. So I'm leaning Bills. I don't love this, but I definitely am going Bills here.
See,
And I love the over more than I like that as it is of 52.5.
50.5?
I think
52.
52.5.
Oh, 52.
Yeah. I do like the over because these defenses are kind of suspect right now. The Bills will get it together on defense, but I don't know about the Raiders. They're like I have no idea if they'll be good or not. But I love the over, and I'm going Bills -3.
The matchup we're looking at with Dick Carr versus Dick Allen is interesting too.
That's a solid dick
All right.
game.
It's the Dick Bowl.
Some egos.
Yeah. I think the Raiders have a really solid run defense. I also think that the Bills have a really solid run defense, more so than both of their passing defenses. So I think it's really important to get that run game down, like you were saying, Alina. And like, who do I trust more to like spark a running game like strong from the get-go, like Josh Jacobs or Devin Singletary? Like, I'm thinking I like Josh Jacobs a little more here. But the Bills' ability to like hit some long passes, like Josh Allen is, like I keep doubting him like a little bit. Like I know he's good, but like I'm not giving him full credit enough.
Well, to your point of that, he'll hit like a 60-yarder, and the next play he'll make like the dumbest pass ever. So it's like,
Sure.
okay, like
He's still young too. Like
Yeah.
that could just be like him being a little younger, I guess.
That's just Dick being Dick, Allen.
I think this is gonna be one of the best games to watch on Sunday, including all. I think it's better than both like any of the primetime games. I think actually like the Falcons and Green Bay will be decent too. We'll get in that in a second, but I think this is as close or as entertaining of a matchup you get in Week 4 at NFL. So super hard game to take a pick out of. I would agree with Brett. I don't want to pick either side for this game because it could literally go either way. But I do agree that the passing defense on both – I don't know if you said passing defense, but the passing defense has been kind of sloppy on both sides, super inconsistent. I think both quarterbacks are going to have I think they're going to have 5 passing touchdowns combined at least in this game. So yeah, I really like the over. I think it's going to be like I think it's going to be like a 30-27 game.
Really? Wow.
Yeah. So I think they're going to cover the over by about 6.5, 7 points. So
Interesting.
going on to the next game. These are the primetime games now. So Sunday night, we got the fucking pussy Doug Peterson Eagles going into San Francisco to face the 49ers.
The pussy. You hate
Are we
the
going to
Eagles
talk
now?
about that 4th and 18 play for a sec? Like, is that interest? Like, what do you guys think about that play?
Okay. I don't even think it's about the 4th and 18 play. I think it's about the 2nd and 3rd down play where it was like he was literally playing like, oh, we're going to kick a 58-yarder and we're okay with that. It's like,
Yeah.
what the like you're not going to gain at least another 10 yards. Like, are you okay with playing for a fucking tie? Like, that was the wildest thing I ever watched. And then honestly, like, so like I actually was okay with them punting on 4th and 18 because I get the whole field goal thing. It was a long ass field goal. But the whole thing about the 2nd and 3rd down, that's
a good point.
That's terrible. I mean, what the fuck are you doing? So you are not trying to win the game. You haven't won this year. It's not like the Eagles are sitting there at 2-0. Okay? A win in this game literally puts you at first place in your division, tied for first place. That's how bad their division is. So, Doug Peterson, what are you fucking doing? That's all I really have to say about that. That was just I was stunned when I was watching that.
And I just wanted to throw like a little shade at it just because, like, I mean, that's a tough go for it. And, like, I don't think enough people respect like what it means to get a tie versus a loss, especially in a shitty division like the NFC East, where you could literally win the division with like an 8-7-1 record, depending on how the Cowboys are gonna shape up. But 8-7-1 could literally win their division. So what? That'd be the Eagles going 8-5 the rest of the season, and they've been hurt, banged up at different positions. But
with, I mean, if you got Dick Wentz behind the under center, they're not winning the games, bro.
So, I literally told Brett we're getting ready to watch that game or like have it on a little bit. And I was like, dude, like Carson sucks. Like he's gonna throw a turnover. Like he's gonna turn the ball over like at least by a second possession.
So
we agreed to take Bengals money line.
So we both took the Bengals money line.
That sucks. But to your point, Nagy, of fucking.
Wait, does that count as a push then, or
push.
Yeah,
it's a
we got our money back. It was worth the bet.
But Nagy, to your point of Wentz blowing, Russell Wilson could throw an interception on his next 43 pass attempts, and he still has a better QBR than Carson Wentz.
I saw that.
Yeah.
On Twitter.
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah.
What?
And
Dick Wentz.
Dick Wilson.
Bro, that stat is that I honestly can't even believe that doesn't even make sense.
Right? Dick Wilson almost has a near perfect.
Well, Dick
QBR.
Wilson is perfect. Yeah. Like he's like 5 touchdowns, 4 incompletions.
Yes. He has like a near perfect
43
QBR.
straight picks. So he was over 43 with 43 picks. He'd still be better than Dick Wentz.
Yes.
Unbelievable.
I also think like the first 3 games of the season like puts the Dak Prescott versus Carson Wentz argument to absolute fucking sleep.
What do you think Carson Wentz QBR is?
Like career?
No, this through 3 games.
It's got to be
25.
It's got to be under 35.
No, it's 63.9.
And Wilson's is like what, like a 170 or
140?
I would never have guessed that his QBR would.
Wait, so you can – how is 43 picks?
Think about this. His is 63, and he has 3 touchdowns, 6 interceptions.
And Wilson has 9 touchdowns? Or?
Russell Wilson has 14
13?
touchdowns and 1 pick.
And the 1 pick was a drop.
Yeah, it wasn't even.
What's
fault.
the perfect? Is perfect 200 or is it?
I think it's 150.
I
Oh,
think
it is.
as well.
I think it's 150. Which against the Patriots, he has 144. So he's damn near almost perfect.
Fire.
But anyway, so.
But Nagy, to your point. Oh wow, I just thought of this. To your point of the Prescott Wentz argument, dude, Dak Prescott like leads the league in passing. He's asked to score 35 points a game or they're gonna lose. Like other than game 1 where he had a few shaky things and like if that pass interference doesn't get called, they probably win that football game. Like
the defense needs to step the fuck up.
He's played well. You can't really blame him.
And the Cowboys for the last 2 seasons have been like, oh my God, Dallas's defense is so good. Like they're going to give them so many games this year. Like, no. Like Dak has literally had to make up the difference in a lot of their wins the past, like this season and last season. And they didn't even make the playoffs. It was definitely more the defense's fault than anything.
100%.
But anyways.
They could use Leighton Vander Esch, though.
That too.
Yeah.
We got the Eagles going to San Fran. The 49ers coming off a huge win. The line was way too close. They blew out the Giants by what, like, was it 28 or 30 points?
Yeah, like 29-6 or something like that.
They scored like 30.
Bad.
They scored 30 plus.
I thought it was 39-9 or something.
That's what.
That's what it was.
Oh yeah, 39.
So the 49ers at home -7, and the over/under is 45.
36-9. Yeah, that's what it was.
So
Tough.
Okay.
And they're flying across the country, which I thought was a big deal, and then 2 teams did it and fucking won outright. So
I actually I think the Eagles win this football game. I think this is going to be one of those games where Dick Mullins is still playing. He looked good because they played the Giants, and it's like, okay. The Niners run the ball so well, and that's why Nick Mullins looks okay. The
Same with
Eagles,
Garoppolo.
yeah, yes, 100% you can agree with that, or I can agree with that. The Eagles are actually okay against the run, and you got to think this. Now, maybe Carson Wentz just sucks, and there's nothing saving this guy, which that could definitely be an option. I'm not a big Carson Wentz guy by any means. I always thought Dick Foles should have started, and they should have kept him, and he should be the quarterback still there.
Thank God they didn't.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, for you, exactly. Thank God they didn't. But this is Carson Wentz and Doug Peterson's fucking make or break game. You're going across after tying the Bengals. Tying the fucking Bengals. Okay? And after Doug Peterson basically accepted the tie. Carson Wentz is horrible. If you come out and look horrible again, I don't care if it's the Niners or whoever, with a backup quarterback, you're done. It's over. You're done. And that's why Carson Wentz is going to come out. He's going to play well. The Eagles are going to go in. They're going to beat the Niners. And they're going to be in second place in their division. And then everyone's going to be like, oh, okay, or how good are they? And the Niners are going to scramble like, okay, we do need Jimmy G. We don't need him that much, but we need him more than Nick Mullins. Eagles fans are fed up. They were at home. There's no fans. And they've played fake boos when Carson Wentz was walking off the field. Like, even their own fucking organization is fed up. So this is either a make or break. Carson Wentz loses this game, Jalen Hurts should fucking start. Carson Wentz should never start another football game in Philadelphia. If they lose this game, he should never start one more fucking football game. So the
Eagles next three
take.
games. Eagles
Eagles
next
are
three
gonna win.
games. Niners, at the Steelers, then they host the Ravens.
Like, that's they're even if they win this game, they're probably going 0-2 in the next two. So
God damn.
That's why back to the point of Nagy, why were you not playing for the win and the tie? That win could have been – that's huge. That's so big for you. Yeah. But this is also a game you're going to know in the first 10 minutes if the Eagles have a chance at all or don't. Like, they're either going to come in and play super well the first 10 minutes, or they're going to roll over and the fucking Niners are going to pet their belly, kick them to the curb, do whatever the fuck they want with them. You'll know in the first 10 minutes. But the Eagles are going to win this football game.
That's a hot take. I do think this game is going to be very close. I do like that. I think it's the old classic tale of the hungerness of the Eagles here. Like, I mean, they're trust me, everybody knows what the fucking next three games are like. This might be their best chance to win. You got a backup quarterback against a defense who has an ACL tear from a primetime guy. I think they have some other guys out. I'm not too sure about that. I think I read something else about that. They don't look unbeatable. I mean, the fucking Cardinals beat them there week one. So it's a winnable game for them here. I think the Steelers and the Ravens are probably not going to come out W's in their win-loss column. So I think this one is a very big game. I do, however, think the Niners still win, but I like the Eagles to cover. Is it 7?
7.
I like the Eagles to cover, though. So I'm with you, but I don't think they win. I think the Eagles just – like my main reasoning being is it comes down to Dick Wentz just not being able to hit the broadside of a barn if he had to. I mean,
all right, what about you, Brett? What do you think?
Yeah, this line is similar to the Patriots-Chiefs one where I'm comfortable with the +7. I mean, the 49ers B team absolutely steamrolled the Giants last week. And I know it's the Giants. Like, I'm not really impressed at all. Like, they belong to the team to the city that hosts the two worst football teams in the league of New York. The Jets and the Giants are just a fucking dumpster fire. So I'm not really impressed with the 49ers win last week, even though it was their B team. And Kyle Shanahan obviously had to be a good coach to win that game with a bunch of backups. So I do lean Eagles here +7. But like Andrew said, I don't think the Eagles finish the job. I think they just cover and lose a close game. And next week we're gonna be talking about what is Carson Wentz have going on in his future because – and he's got the Steelers and the Steelers maybe, but the Ravens, yeah, he's it's a train wreck in Philly. I'll take the cover though, +7, no doubt.
Yeah, I just don't for the Eagles. Like obviously their offense has been in pretty bad disarray for working any kind of drive or any kind of momentum into their offense. I do think like their defense shows like some good like light to it from what I've seen or what I've watched from them this year. And like that defense could definitely shine through in a game against, like we've mentioned, no Garoppolo, hurt at the running back position, possibly no George Kittle again this week. Hopefully he's back. He's on my fantasy team. But if he's out again, and the backup for the 49ers is hurt now too, Jordan Reed. So if George Kittle is out, like who the fuck is going to score touchdowns for the 49ers? Like I know they put up a shit ton of points against the Giants, but like
I think they just plug and play. They just have all these guys who are fucking fast, and Shanahan fucking goes 19 different motions and hands the ball off. But yeah, no, like if they don't have Kittle, though, that's huge.
Right. So Goddard got hurt for the Eagles.
Yes, he's out.
Fractured ankle.
He's out.
So
Like Goddard, yeah.
I'm rocking with the under in this game. I know it's low, but 45 points. I
like that.
I think it's gonna be like 17-13 or like 20 to
23-20.
16 or
Yeah,
I think it's gonna be like a bunch of
agree.
field goals. Like I think both neither of the offenses like work enough momentum to like drive the field consistently. So 20 to 16, like that's kind of what I'm thinking for this game. I think the spread is super fair, and a lot of people are going to get burned really bad for just like seeing the 49ers -7 against an 0-2-1 Eagles team and just like, oh, I'm going to take the 49ers because they went to the Super Bowl last year. So I think that line is a big trap. If I did pick, man, it's just so hard to ride with the Eagles. But I do think it'll be a close game. Like 7, nice backdoor cover for the Eagles probably by the end if they're not already covering. But yeah, I like under 45 more than the spread. So last game we're going to talk about before we get to our cards. We got Monday Night Football in Green Bay. Green Bay's 3-0. Falcons 0-3. Falcons going in there at a 7.5 point underdog. So Falcons plus 7.5, over under 57.5.
A huge over under, but I still love the over because I think the Packers might score 40 something. The Falcons, Matt Ryan, after blowing that lead last week, he'll be ready to sling it. Now their defense sucks, so I don't think it really matters what the fuck happens. They're going to get scored on. But Matt Ryan and company is going to be ready to sling it. Aaron Rodgers, though, has looked phenomenal. He makes some throws every game, and you're just like, what the fuck? It's like,
That's just Dick Rodgers.
Dick Rodgers being Dick Rodgers, and you draft Jordan Love. You don't get him help. You draft Jordan Love. You piss him off. Everyone says, oh, your family hates you. They do, blah, blah, blah. And what does Rodgers come out and do? Fucking comes out and puts up numbers. Been phenomenal so far. He's going to continue to be phenomenal. I don't know if I like the spread because I could see the Falcons because, like, Dan Quinn's job's on the line. So I think they're going to be, like, throwing the ball the entire time, trying to score just to make it, like, a one-score game with an onside kick to be like, hey, we competed. But the over, I mean, this might be like a 42 to 35 game with the Falcons scoring with like a minute left.
What do you think, Alina?
It'd be, I think the Packers put up like 38 points though, like with ease. I don't see. I mean, have they? Let's see, have they?
No, they're averaging 40 points per game.
Yeah, I mean, the Falcons are not going to buck that trend. So you can book the Packers for close to 40 within give or take 5 points. Now, do I think the Falcons can put up? How many points do they need then if they 38?
20 points.
20? Yeah, I mean, I could see that. I mean, the Lions put up 21 on them. Yeah, I mean, I like the over too, but I do think the Packers are going to win by more than a score. I think they can win maybe like 38, 24, something like that. I like the Packers to cover here as well. I like the over in the Packers. Dick Rogers going to be slinging it.
What about you, Brett?
Yeah, I do like the Packers to win, but I think the Falcons cover here, and I think they get a bullshit backdoor cover, something random, and the final score is like 34-41. Like, so I definitely love the over. I'm not too in love with the line because it's like, okay, they could get a backdoor cover. And
Wait,
Falcons
is it 7
cover.
or 7.5?
It's 7.5.
7.5.
Oh, shit. I thought it was.
So, like, if it were 7, I would – like, that half point for me is, like,
Yeah, that
the
is
deal
tough.
breaker, honestly. So, I think the Falcons could cover and get, like, some backdoor touchdown at the end to make it one possession.
Damn, they really
Because
could,
Matt
yeah.
Ryan and them – Packers don't have a great defense. And obviously the Falcons is horrible. So I see Aaron Rodgers putting up like 40 and the Falcons putting up like 30-something, maybe. But I love the over, and I think the Falcons will cover, but Packers win.
Yeah, I agree. I don't really understand. I mean, I understand in NFL, like, it's really rare to see an over reach 60. But this is certainly a game where they could have set it at like 59.5 or 60 points.
Yeah.
So I
still might take it.
I'm still on the over train. And if you look at the teams that the Packers have played, they played the Vikings, the Saints, and the Lions. Like, all, like, not terrible defenses. Like, all, like, I would say pretty, like, average or above average defenses, honestly.
The Lions, I mean, the Packers made them look horrible, and they go down and, like, kind of contain Kyler. So, yeah, I mean.
Right. Like, I definitely think, like, the Vikings, like, maybe like an average, below average. Like, just looking this year, like, I'm not trying to think of who they should be. I'm taking for what the defenses are. Like, Vikings played like below average defense, but like the Lions, I would say, are above average defense. I would still say the Saints are. Even they played tough teams. Like, the Saints
probably like average
points, but I still think the Saints have an above average defense. With the considering who they played this year. So, like, getting to play the Falcons, yeah, like, the Packers are going to have Devontae Adams back. And it doesn't really even matter that they have Devontae Adams back because it just seems like Aaron Rodgers could throw it to, like, a 12-year-old and he'll score a 60-yard touchdown. But, yeah, I love the over. And I also think with the Falcons getting Julio back, like, this is going to be a good, like, vengeance game for Matt Ryan. Like, if you're Matt Ryan, like, Matt Ryan is easily still a top, like, 7 quarterback in the league, I believe. Like, 7 or 8 quarterback in the league. He doesn't – like, who the fuck would be happy? Like, I think he's going to be out for blood and slinging the balls. They're going to have to pass the ball almost the whole game considering how good the Packers' offense is. But I do think, like – I think it'll be –
Julio going to be full health, though, or no?
Yeah, like, it was one of those, like, he almost could have played against the Bears.
Right. Like, after it got announced that Julio wasn't playing, like, the line moved a whole.
Yeah, we should have been allowed to. I didn't know that until
it's all good. But anyway, I think it'll be like, shit. I think this is gonna be like a 41-38 football game. I think it's gonna be, and the Falcons are gonna cover. Like, I think the Falcons are in the point in the season similar to the Eagles. Like, it's time to fucking play, time to show up and, like, make a game out of it. But I still think they'll lose. And the Packers will go to 4-0. Fuck them. But anyways. All right, so let's get to our cards. Like we mentioned earlier, Brett and Michael are pretty close in units for the season. I think Brett's like 4.5 plus for the season. Michael's like 7.5 plus for the season. I'm sitting minus 0.07 or I'm sitting 0.7 in the red. And then what are you at, Alina?
I think I'm like plus 2 units or something like that. Overall.
Good one.
No.
All right, Alina's minus 7. So definitely going to be some work to be made up for me and Alina. Maybe some big do or die plays possibly.
Possibly, yeah.
And Alina has one do or die allotted for this week since he's on a 2 losing streak. So might see a big 5 to 10 unit play out of him. But anyway, we'll save the do or dies for last, and like we always do. And anybody eager to start or go through their card first?
Yeah, I'll go first. I'm a man. I'm 40. So this is going to be my first pick's pretty wild. I got the Jets money line on Thursday night.
That's not that crazy.
I like
that.
That's
I
not.
like that.
Yeah,
All
that's
right.
not crazy.
I was
at all.
close to putting that on, honestly.
All right.
Brett
all right, guys.
Rippin?
I
No.
like that. Yeah, exactly. That was my thought. Be fine. I got the Cowboys minus 4.5, the Cardinals minus 3.5, the Colts minus 2.5, the Saints minus 4, the Raiders money line, the Eagles money line, and then a do or die.
That's crazy, bro.
All right, I respect it. Like honestly, that's how you just need one of
Hey,
those.
I'm in
money
first.
lines.
I'm in first place, and I'm not running from it. I'm fucking giving you guys more plays
Right.
than I gave last week, and
And
your
You're
dogs.
barely in first.
And you're giving yourself like if even if just one of those money lines hit, like besides like the Jets because it's pretty much a pick 'em. But if either the Eagles or what was the other underdog or the Raiders, right? Like if
That's
either
only like
of those
it's
hit,
only like plus 135, right?
but the Eagles are like pushing plus 200.
No,
think.
the Eagles one is if that hits.
Sheesh.
Yeah. So good. I don't mind those. What about you, Elena? What's your card looking like?
All right, so we got the Patriots plus 7. Then we have the Seahawks, the Seahawks minus 6. Is it 6 or 6.5?
6.5.
6.5. Then we have the Ravens minus 13. If the Steelers play, Steelers minus 1 or 2, whatever that is. I like the Steelers.
We'll tweet.
not-
So let's just do this. Keep it off the card for right now. Sunday, if they announce they're playing, we'll tweet if you want either of those games.
Right.
Okay, so wait, is it Saints minus 3.5 or 4?
I have 4.
Um.
I'll take them either way, honestly.
Yeah, it's 4.
All right,
Yeah.
Saints minus 4. Cowboys minus 4, or is that 4.5? I forget.
I have 4.5. I'm not. What
Okay.
What does the sponsor of the show have?
For which game?
The
Cowboys.
Cowboys.
4.5.
All right, Panthers minus 3.5. Bounce back for them, fucking cocksuckers. Rams minus 13.
Wait. Who?
Wait, Panthers minus 3.
Yeah.
Or no, Cardinals. Sorry.
Oh, I was gonna. You're getting your birds, man. Panthers not even.
Yeah.
What a
bird, but-
tease.
Yeah.
Wait, what did I even say? What did I just say?
You
right
said
there?
Cardinals.
You
minus-
said
or, I mean,
Panthers
yeah,
minus
Panthers
3.5.
Oh yeah, Cardinals minus 3. I just read the opponent. My bad.
Right.
Yeah, Rams minus 13. And yeah, I think I don't even want to take the Packers 7.5. I thought it was 7. So it's over. What is it? 50?
57.5.
57? That's a Sunday night or Monday night game.
Monday
Yeah,
night.
we'll throw that on there though. Over just a little something to root for
All right.
in the Dooski.
The
All right. Yep. Save the Dusky. All right. What about you, Brett? What's on your card?
Okay, so I'm going to continue the trend of letting Russ cook here.
Let them cook.
Seattle minus 6.5 against the Dolphins. I also have Dallas minus 4.5. I think the Saints will bounce back finally because they play a subpar team. Saints minus 4. I got Joey Burrow and the Bengals minus 3 against the Mustache. And, I was going to ask, you said if we're going to do the Vikings count?
Yeah.
Are they like?
Yeah, no, they're included in the game. So
You
the
can
Vikings,
mention them, but we just
you can mention them, but
Okay.
yeah, we won't put them
put
on
them
your
Okay.
card.
I have a backup written down in case that doesn't happen, so I'll read that off too. But I was going to go with Houston minus 3.5 against the Vikings, if that's what the line was, right? I can't remember.
Yeah, we'll put it
And if
on
that weren't if that goes sideways, I'm going Bills minus 3 as the backup plan. That's my card.
There we go. All right, Coach. Bring us in. You're feeling
All right.
good.
I saw-
3-0.
I know. I meant to add this one to my card. It wasn't anything anybody said, but I just remembered it. It's not like a do or die pick, but yeah, my card is definitely like longer than weeks past for sure. So
He's trying to make.
He's trying to make up ground.
Yeah,
I
love it.
I'm ready. All right, so I also have the Cowboys -4.5. I think this line should definitely be closer to a touchdown. The Browns haven't really proven anything outside of winning the Bengals in that Thursday night game. I think the Cowboys win 7 to 10 points easy. Got the Bears on my card plus the 2.5 points. I would take the money line, but I feel like it'd be more of like a team like bias pick. So
Wait, you're not taking the money line on the Bears?
I do have a underdog money line on here, but it's not the Bears.
Come on, you gotta take the money line.
I'm taking a bigger dog on my card.
All right, vote yes if you think you should take the money line. 3, 2,
I
1.
think the Bears are gonna win the game, but I don't want it to mess with my units. If I'm speaking as a Bears fan, the Bears are gonna fuck.
What are they gonna lose by 2 or less?
The Bears are gonna win the game by 13 or 14 points.
But listen, it's better for your units because you don't lose the 1.1 units, 1.2. You only lose 1.
Just do it.
All right, fuck it. I'm taking the Bears.
Yeah.
Bears lose by 2.
Dude, if that happens,
2 or 3, whatever.
It's okay
They
because
pull
if
the
that
Titans
happens,
on you.
then I can say fuck y'all. So that's
that's true. That's true.
That's
So
peer pressure.
the Bears money line right now is sitting at
lose by 2.
plus 115. So I got that for 1 unit. So I'll restart just because I'm only a couple in. So yeah, updated. I got Cowboys -4.5, Bears money line plus 115. I got the Bengals -3 against the Jaguars. I got the Lions money line against the Saints plus 160. I think they have played well all season against 3 tough opponents: Packers, Bears, and the Cardinals. They've looked good. I definitely think this hurt Saints team could not play well. So we'll see.
Where is Michael Thomas and Jared Cook gonna be out for that game? Because I might get off that pick.
Jared Cook is still on the questionable train, but yeah.
What about Thomas? Definitely
he's still going to be out for a couple more weeks.
Yeah, I might change that pick. Fuck, I don't know.
Okay. And then I double dipped on the Falcons game. I'm taking the Falcons plus 7.5 and the over 57.5 for a unit each. And then I got 2 do or die plays.
Okay, so before we get into our do or die plays, let's clarify some things. Olina gets 1 do or die play this week, and if he loses, he has to do either 2 punishments. Thinking back on it, I think the group should vote on which punishment you do. You don't get to choose. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But if I have the burger cap, I can't do 15 burgers in an hour. That's impossible.
Well, aren't you at 6?
No, I'm at 12.
I thought you did 3 and 3 last.
No,
week.
we did 5 and 7.
Oh, all right.
Yeah.
So we can cap it at 10.
Yeah, I think 10 is gonna be impossible anyway.
I mean,
Or he could do both the TikTok and the tweets.
No,
the tweets aren't it's a funny idea, but I could tweet someone forever. I don't care.
Oh, so the burgers are a for sure thing no matter what.
Yeah.
No.
No. So this is what it's going to be. It's going to be – I think the tweets are more it's just going to be annoying to remember 5 times a day.
Yeah, it would.
Someone that you think is really annoying to be hey, I loved your take today.
Great opinion on this one.
So we're definitely doing the TikTok thing then.
So, but you get to vote, yeah. And then whatever.
So it's the TikToks?
It's the TikTok or the burgers, and then you add the tweets to the burgers. And then if you do –
Or the TikToks.
Yeah. But – so then we vote. No. TikToks are by itself. No tweets. Just TikToks. But then, so let's say you get 2 3-game losing streaks. Then you just do the other one the next time. You know what I'm saying? Right. So if they pick the TikToks, you do the burger challenge. So we'll cap the burger. We'll cap the burgers at 10 though. I think you have to eat at least 60% of the 10.
Oh, I can do 6 either.
I mean, but you have to.
If we're gonna cap it at 10, we might as well cap it at 6.
No. But you have to continue to eat. You can't just stop eating.
Oh, you have to like.
You have to for sure finish 6.
Yeah.
You have
Okay.
to
So
finish 6.
whoever's eating them, if you don't finish like all of them by the time the podcast is over, you have to go on Instagram Live and Instagram Live like the last 4 burgers.
I like that.
Oof.
Or Twitter Live, whatever.
Oh,
that. I like that. Okay. So then, secondly,
Oh, fuck that.
yeah. So this
Extra
Bathroom
motivation to
break,
finish
hold
it
up.
during the podcast for sure.
okay. So Olena's gonna give his pick last because his means the most. I know,
I
like
agree.
he's last in units. That's not really what's on his mind this weekend. It's he doesn't want to fucking do different. It's a different TikTok dance duet with a famous TikToker once a day for 5 straight days. Okay, so that's what he will have to do, or at least that's what I will vote for. The other one would be you have to eat 10 burgers during our.
I vote the TikToks.
Yeah. So all right. So Alina will go last. I will go first then, and I got the Bengals -3 for 5 units. Joey Buckets is gonna fucking win a game.
That's a risky one.
Yes,
Everyone's
sir.
counting him out. They're at home. Gardner Minshew's fucking done. He's already thinking, oh, Trevor Lawrence has my job. Joey Burrow is going to get a win. He didn't like that. You know what? I loved listening to him when they said it's a tie. He said a tie isn't a win, so I count it as a loss. Let's go, Joey Burrow.
Hey,
5 units.
guy.
Wait. Stat on that before we continue. So remember last week when I was like, what NFL quarterback didn't know how the overtime rules work? That was Donovan McNabb.
Yes, you did say that.
Against the Bengals, like how many years back?
No. It was in the Super Bowl.
No.
Yes, he thought the Super Bowl just ended in a tie.
No way.
No, he did not, bro.
Go look it up. He thought the Super Bowl ended in a tie. He was on the sidelines, and he's like, this game's really going to be a tie? How do they crown a champion? And someone's like, they don't end in a tie.
Hold on. Can you guys hear that shit or no?
No, I can't.
Oh, wait, hold on. Can you hear this?
Barely.
Are you playing on your laptop?
Yeah, so – but it was Donovan McNabb.
I didn't know, bro.
Yes, I remember you said
This was in the regular season, too.
You said maybe it was Mike Vick. And
Okay. Yeah,
it was Donovan McNabb.
Donovan McNabb.
Yeah, okay. So I got Bengals -3 for 5 units. That's my do or die. Be fine. Who's yours?
It's early in the week, man. I didn't have I feel like if this were tomorrow, I would have went the other way, but I was 50-50. The other one would have been Bengals -3. I'm so on board. Joey Burrow's getting his first win against Gardner Dick Minshew. But I didn't – I'm going to be so on the fence about it all week, but I went with the Cardinals -3.5.
Good pick.
I think Kyler and them bounce back. He's going to clean up the turnovers in practice. Cliff Kingsbury will get them boys ready to go. So, yeah, I got 2 units on the Cardinals. I'm just playing it safe here. I don't really love this.
All right, so
No, Nagy still has to go.
oh shit.
Oh,
okay,
I didn't
okay.
know if Brad had another one. My bad.
No,
so
that's it.
I got 2 do or dies. First one, I'll just say it because Brad said it, but yeah, Cardinals -3, 4
and a half.
units.
3.5.
3.5. So yeah, I have it down 3.5. -3.5, 4 units. Great bounce back opportunity. Kyler had 3 interceptions. Good week of learning from him. Over this next week of practice, not going to make. He won't throw 1 interception against the Panthers. Mark it down.
Prop bet that.
Sure. And then I got Seattle -6.5.
Ooh.
That's mine. I actually said it on my board, but that's my lock too.
For 3 units. So I got
Yeah.
7 units in do or dies this week.
Let them cook.
Nagy, you gotta don't pull your hammy, man. You're chasing a lot right now. Don't pull a hammy, dude.
I have to make some moves, bro. I'm
do.
down.
You
In
do.
the college on the college show, I'm down 2 units
No.
in 3 weeks, and on this one, I'm down almost 8. So
You're the only one who hasn't won a week, so I hope you win one this week.
I'm going to. I'm
Right
going to
now-
win both my do or dies.
Right now, the plaque is I'm winning unit wise, and us 3 are tied for
Weeks 1.
wins. Yeah. But Olina said so. His pick was the Seahawks too.
Seahawks as well. And wait, what time is that Seahawks game at?
I'm
One.
pretty sure it's a 1 o'clock game.
Oh, thank God.
It's one.
I usually do better in those anyway. Yeah, it is at 1. Okay,
You'll know about TikToks. So
here's my thing. I'm down so many units. I have to do this, and I'm letting Russ go.
Oh no.
he's gonna do like 20 units.
No, I can't. You can't do 20.
It's got to be like 10 max. You can't do more.
Yeah, I'm throwing the. I was gonna say the max should be 10. And I'm throwing the max.
All right.
It's 10 motherfucking burgers, boys.
Patriots Super Bowl down 28-3. He's going all the way for a comeback.
Yeah.
Fuck
I mean,
me,
if you just get this, you have a solid ass week. You can go one and whatever.
You could lose every other pick on your card and still
1 in 9.
Yeah.
Plus 2 units or whatever.
Yeah, dude, Alina might win the week. Just lose every single 1 unit play. And
that'd be hilarious. That's what happened fucking last week.
All right. Well, that wraps it up. We'll be back next week. We'll tweet
If
out.
I lose this game, it's chalked. Like,
it's all college from here on
It's
out.
written in stone.
If you lose this game, you better just start doing parlays the rest of the year.
Yeah, you'll have to do like parlay on every card until you
That's so funny.
or just get really good at TikTok.
Yeah, you stop coming out.
Every week's a three-teamer.
Yeah.
3-team viewer dinner.
Michael, what's the TikTok name so everyone can like give it a follow and stuff?
It's at Victory Lap Media on TikTok. We post some little clips from our shows and stuff. If Alina loses, me, Brett, and Nagy will agree to a TikTok star such as Addison Ray, Dixie D'Amelio, someone like that.
Dickie D'Amelio.
Yeah, Dickie D'Amelio. Someone like that.
Dick D'Amelio.
That Olina will have to duet with and do the dance that they do in their video. He will.
And the duet means like they will I will be literally
side by
coordinating
side.
with them.
Yes, and so he will have to do one a day for 5 days.
We'll both be doing it live.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like
Dickie D'Amelio.
Tuesday through Saturday.
Yes, and they will all be posted on our Victory Lap Media TikTok
And on Twitter.
and on Twitter. So if you're an AO rider, you're pulling for the Seahawks this weekend. If you want to watch AO dance, you're pulling for whoever. I don't even know who they're fucking playing.
Dolphins.
The Dolphins. So that wraps it up.
It's magic.
Dude, and Fitzy can do it too.
We'll tweet these picks. We'll tweet the link to this, and let's have a fucking weekend, boys.